Today's session is about preposition of time. Friends, there are a few prepositions which overlap in one or the other categories. For example, in is the preposition which we discussed in the preposition of location. In is also the preposition of time. Similarly, on we discussed with reference to preposition of location. The cat is sitting on the chair, so we are locating. On is also the preposition of time. We must reach on time, right? So in this manner, there are a few prepositions which belong to either the preposition of location or direction. At the same time, they are seen in the preposition of time as well. Okay, so let us have some more understanding for the preposition of time with the help of a PPT. Prepositions of time are used to show when things happen, at what time something occurs. And there are a few prepositions of time which are by, for, before, after, since, at, and during. At is very familiar preposition when we are mentioning the time. When somebody asks our schedule and all that, we use preposition at. So the college starts at 7:45, for example. The train departs at 11 o'clock, for example. All right, so this is the most common and very oft used preposition of time. Then since and for, that is a pair, and I'll give you the examples for both of this. Before and after. Before the train arrived, the passengers were already waiting on the platform. Rajesh reached the station after the train had departed. So that is also mentioning the time when something is about to occur or when something is already over. Okay. Now let us look at this chart. Three most common prepositions of time are in, on, and at. I give you one or two examples of preposition at, and I'll give some more examples later on. Let us first discuss preposition in. It is used for non-specific times. For example, during a day when something is to happen, or in a month, in a year, when we are not giving a particular date, a particular time. Navratri is in the month of October in this year. So when we are not fixing the schedule, but we are talking in general terms, then we use preposition in. Diwali vacation is generally in the month of October or November. Here we are not giving specific date. All right. So in this way, we use preposition in. Heavy rainfall occurs in the month of August. Coming to the next, on, which is used for specific days and specific dates. Gandhi Jayanti is on 2nd October. So there we are giving a particular date. India celebrates its Independence Day on 15th August. So with a fixed schedule on a particular day, on a particular date, we have on as the preposition of time. We have holidays on all Sundays. So there it is a specific day. And coming back to at, once again, it is used for specific time. For example, our class begins at 8:45. So we are specific here. The recess takes place at 10:30. All right. So, for example, Kaun Banega Crorepati, the show starts at 9 p.m. So it is a very, very specific, the dot of time we are talking about. So these are the three most common prepositions of time: in, on, and at. And here there is a tabular form wherein few more examples of all the three prepositions are given. On, as we said, for specific days and dates: on Tuesday, on Saturday. Teachers' Day is celebrated on 5th September, so on and so forth. I invited all my friends on my birthday. Then in is for longer period without any specification in general terms. India faced COVID-19 crisis in the year 2020. In the summer vacation, we shall go on a tour. We are not mentioning specific date. We are talking about approx period, general period. And lastly, we have at, which is used for the specific time of day. At sunset, the sky looks so colorful and so beautiful. So at bedtime, I like to read good books. And now you can look at this picture. Looking at this picture, you can use various prepositions of direction, location, and revise what you have studied. But before you indulge into this exercise, let us also consider the prepositions since and for. They are also the preposition of time. When we are talking about a particular year, for example, our college is running since 1974. So it is the specific year, the very establishment year we are giving. From the very establishing year till now, something is going on rigorously, continuously. Then it is since, which is taken in the sentence. We are learning through online medium since June 2020. Now, suppose I wish to say the same thing, but not with the mention of a specific month, but in a general period. I just want to show the duration. Then I will say, we have been learning through the online medium for last 3 months. So there, not any specific year, specific date is mentioned. But we are talking in overall period of time. All right, so this is the difference between since and for. Suppose you are waiting for your friend somewhere, then you can say that, hey friend, I have been waiting for you here since 5 p.m. Or you can say, hey friend, I have been waiting here for you for last 1 hour. Right? So for last 1 hour is the duration. For the overall duration, we use preposition for. And for the dot of time, for the specific point of time, we use preposition since. Okay, so these are the few prepositions of time. Some of them overlapping with the preposition of direction or location as well. Now, as an exercise, of course, you have this picture through which you will study. And also, what you should do is think of your day's schedule, which activities you do throughout the day and at what time. You write down your entire daily routine in the sentence form using various prepositions of time. Look at the different objects in your house. Use the preposition of location for them. And think of the various places that you have visited or you generally visit, and use the preposition of location for that. Doing these three exercises will make your concept of all the three prepositions clear. Okay, let us now summarize what we have discussed so far. Preposition is a word or group of words showing relationship between a noun or pronoun and another word in a sentence. Prepositions tell where the things are located. Prepositions show the direction and they tell the time. So prepositions have three functions to perform. And with this, we end our session on preposition.